What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rich State Profit, and I'm back at y'all with another video. And in this video, I'm just gonna be talking about something real, something that may be a little different for you guys to hear from me. But like I told you guys before, I want to be more intimate on this channel. I want to be more transparent on this channel. I want to be more real and authentic on this channel to the best of my ability, because it helps me be me. It helps me be okay with things that have happened in my life and how far it's taken me when it comes to trading, because this is what is unlocking that potential that's behind everything that I've been doing. So yeah, it's no crazy intro. This ain't no ask for nothing. I'm just really here talking. So on this grind that I've been on, it feels like it's been forever. Like, I feel like I've been trading my whole life, damn near. That's what it feels like to me. But my whole adult life, my whole life transitioning from boy to a man, trading has been a part of it. And I've come to realize that the more of a man I become, easier trading becomes. And I understand that that's just how it is for me. It might not be like that for every other male out there or any woman out there, but I truly believe that my success comes from the work that I do within. And that's why I'm so dedicated to putting these videos out talking about psychology, because I was always book smart. I was always getting the best grades in school. You know, always fast learner, fast understanding person when it comes to school and technical things and things of that nature. I was a person that like everybody needed the answers to. Like when it came to tests and everything like that, I had it already down. But me transitioning into a grown man, I struggled a lot. I struggled a lot with really knowing who Dre was, me knowing like what I want and being able to voice it clearly without feeling like I'm gonna be stepping on somebody's toes or rubbing people the wrong way. I really hate bringing people down at any point at any given time. But whenever I appease to other people, I end up confusing myself. So I understood that a lot of things, in order for me to be a man, I gotta learn how to be uncomfortable. I have to learn how to be in uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable conversations. And being real, being true is one of the best things that has ever happened to my psychology, as far as being able to understand that I matter and that I have to voice who I am first. And me being on this YouTube channel, I've understood that I talk a great game, and I wasn't always the best at executing. And so that all stems back to being real. It all stems back to why I started this in the first place. And I've always wanted to be successful. I'm going to be successful. I just didn't understand the type of internal work that needed to be done within me and how hard it was. Like when you live your way a certain life, when you know, are given a great life as a child, you know what I'm saying? I had everything I wanted. I had everything taken care of. I didn't have to worry for much. I wasn't rich. My parents ain't wealthy, but they made sure, well, I know for sure my mom did everything she could to provide for me at every sacrifice and every cost, to the point I truly thought life was easier than what it was when I came out into the real world. Now, what I'm finna explain to you guys is pretty much how much I was off reality when it came to real life, being a man. and how it translates to my trading and how it took me so long to get to this point to where I have a clear road. So for those that don't know, I started trading in 2021 and I was like 17 years old when I was introduced to it. Mind you, when I was 15, there was a guy that came up to me while I was pulling baskets at HEB. If you know what that is, a grocery store in Texas. This guy was showing me how he was making like $3K a day. And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. And he was showing me, P&Ls. And I never knew what trading was at this point. I never heard of it. I just knew like that day, somebody is able to make $3,000 a day. And it take me a month and a half to do that with my job. And from that point on, I knew like something in this world is like a glitch. So mind you, fast forward 2 years later, some girl on Snapchat hit me up to join IML Academy. And that's when I was introduced to day trading and all that. And I was like, in my brain, this is what this guy was doing, making $3K in a day. I never seen that man again, but I'm like, nah, I heard of this. I want to give this a shot. And so it feeds why this is like my purpose, because that man ain't had to talk to me out of any other HEB employee outside that day. I was the only one outside because I ain't even like being inside dealing with customers. So I just rather be outside burning in the heat all day. So that man came to me with that. And then 2 years later, another person puts me on a day trading course, even though it was some bullshit and it was a scam. It was like, this aligns with who I want to be. This aligns with the type of person I am, and I could be successful in this field, and I really don't need nobody to do it. So I stuck with it. And since 2021 up until now, we are in January 2026. I haven't seen the success that I truly wanted to yet. And it took so much grind. It took so much pain. It took so much overcoming myself, overcoming my fears, and understanding that anxiety doesn't do anything but give you unnecessary weight. And that's when I found God in the midst of this trading. And I found spiritual ground with the Most High. And I've been through enough to know that discipline is the only way out. Consistency is the only way out. Peace is the only way out. Abundance is the only way out. Being grateful is the only way out. And I was so spoiled and I didn't understand. And I'm forever grateful for being spoiled, because kids don't get that. But as a grown man, it left me with a lot of lack, a lot of things that I felt like I didn't have to do at that moment. I felt like, somebody else was going to be able to come over and take over that motherly role, and it's not going to happen. So I had to understand that transitioning to a man came with growth internally and externally, and trying to do both at the same time felt like lifting 100-pound weights for the first time. And so it took me some time to get here. It took me some time to understand that I have to make things happen no matter how I feel. I can't just say I don't feel good and be taken care of and just lay back. I'm a grown man. And this just correlates to trading so well, because that's how it affected my mind so much when I had to do something that didn't work. As a child, everything I put my hands on, it worked immediately. I found a way to make it work. But for some reason with trading, I couldn't make it work, even though it seemed so technical. It seemed so charts and just up and down and just finding strategy, that this was the one thing that had a strategy to it, and I couldn't make it work. I had to go within, and I realized that there's a lot of holes that I had to fill. So I say all that to say this. No matter how long you've been on your journey, there's something that's going to be revealed to you about yourself on this trading journey, and it's your job to identify it. It's your job to attack it and to accomplish and overcome these battles that you may have implanted on yourself or that your life has implanted on you before on how you grew up. And it does not mean at all that your childhood or your upbringing like was bad. It just means that in order to transition into that adult version of yourself, sometimes you have to relearn things. You have to relearn, like, if something's not getting done, I need to find a way to get it done now because nobody else is going to do it for me. My mom is such a mom. Like, she is such a mother. She's a mother first. Like, I would be on the phone, like, she just hear me like talking about something that I'm not getting. She always offering to, help me out. And that's the type of person she is. That's the type of mother she is. Like, she's not gonna let me be down if she could do something about it. You know what I mean? And I love her for that. But I won't let it negate the fact that I do need to still do action. I need to still find ways to get it done just in case things don't happen. Because, yes, I have my mother. I want her to be here forever. Truth is, she won't be here forever. And she is, like, in my brain, she is here forever. But, the reality of the world doesn't really care about what we want, what we desire. But I put so much mental pressure on myself, and it affected how my trading was for the better of 2 to 3 years. I was running away from fixing myself. I was running away from doing discipline. I was running away from having to really put belt to ass. I was running away from making things happen. I was running away from grinding things that I don't want to do, to the point, like, when I ended up getting fired from my last job, I was so comfortable there that I just started slacking off. To the point I got fired. It was still some bullshit, but the world don't owe you nothing at all. Like, no matter how long you've been at a job or something, if it ain't yours, you can't manage that shit. You can't control it. And when I lost that job, I took like a pay cut or whatever. So the job I work now, like, it works, but I have to do other things on the side just to get what I was getting from that first job. And it's just like, I never felt like doing this shit, but now I have to. It's not a matter of what I want to do, it's what I have to do. If I want to be successful as a day trader, I have to make sure my life stays clean and I uphold it. And I'm a man, and I'm in a relationship that I'm trying to make sure that my girl is upholding her part and that she's good. Luckily I have a very, very, very strong girlfriend, and I'm very grateful for her as well. She made a lot of things easy for me at the beginning, but she understood that I gotta be able to pull my role, like, when it comes to life in general. Like I said, y'all, I was really, really a comfortable person, and it just came from me being blessed with the family, with my parents, my mom that I had growing up. Like, I was really comfortable. And bro, like, it just so many things that I had to just start doing. It felt like pressure, but after a while I started to see the piece of it, and it's like, yo, I needed to be able to do these things and have the willingness to do these things, to not be lazy and just keep sitting on my ass. And it allowed me to feel better about myself, be stronger, and understand that, until I can have things in my perfect picture that I always see it, I gotta live in reality, and I gotta work on the reality, and I have to make reality work so we could begin to work on our dreams. Sometimes we focus on the dream so much, we don't even focus on what's going on right in front of us, and we lose sense of touch. We lose sense of reality. I'm just keep it simple, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a problem if you allow your dreams to slow you down and feel like you too above everybody else to get things done, or you too above everybody else to like put in the work. Like, it's so crazy that I always told myself, like, I'm gonna make money trading, so I can do this, I can do that, I could do whatever I want to do, because trading is gonna come in and save the day. And that was my mindset for like 2 years straight, y'all. And it did not work that way. Here we are in 2026, and I finally understood that it takes me to be the best version of myself every single day to get to that next level in life, to become the trader that I want to be able to provide the lifestyle that I want to see for me and mines. But it won't happen with me being comfortable. It won't happen with me being lazy. It won't happen with me running away from my problems and running away from the discipline and not holding myself accountable and not doing things to keep me disciplined. We're not putting God first. You know what I'm saying? I was losing my faith in the Most High when I started this trading journey. When I was 17, 18, 19, going through turmoil, dealing with terrible relationships, losing my self-esteem, losing my self-love. I lost faith as well. And so as I started rebranding myself as a man, I brought all of those characteristics. Like, I brought all the good characteristics back, relieving myself from all the things that have happened in my life that I could control. You know what I'm saying? Things that I couldn't control, I didn't really do too much digging on that. But what are some things I could have controlled and did better? And I just sound like a long-winded story right now, but I'm doing what I believe everybody should be doing. If you have trouble understanding yourself, or if you had trouble understanding yourself, like on this transition to adulthood, you're not alone, and it's not a problem as long as you don't allow that to be your life forever. Like, I have no care in the world for, like, getting on my ass, like getting on my own self about things, being accountable, being transparent with the world. You know what I'm saying? Something that takes a lot of courage. Like, I have it. And I literally was the person that had social anxiety. I was literally the person in school that would, like, literally walk through the hallways, purposely not trying to make eye contact with nobody, my head in the phone whole time, my phone screen is off. Like, I literally had social anxiety just from things that I dealt with growing up, second grade. You know what I'm saying? Things that just happened to me. It's just a lot. You have to heal everything about everything. Like, when you become an adult, you have to do that to you. It's so good. And it's okay to allow yourself to be open and vulnerable and make a change. I'm glad I found this at 22. I would rather find it at 22 to start being able to put in the work now. So when I'm 30, I am overly blessed. I'm overly blessed. It don't matter what age you are. I'm just telling you, for me, I'm glad that I'm able to face these issues that I had and change. You know what I'm saying? Not keep running away from my problems. Not keep running away from the fact that I need to be sharper, stronger, faster when it comes to knowing what I want, expressing what I want, getting things done, not wasting time, not procrastinating. I have eliminated all of that by just trying to show up every single day, be consistent, doing the things I want to do. A year ago, I literally was contemplating starting a YouTube channel. I said, F it, I'm going to start it and just see what happens with it. Here we are, 600 plus subs later. It's only been a year, but it's like I wasn't even expecting 100. So I got 600. So it's like now, like, I'm finna put the goal all the way up to 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, because I know what works when you just consistent. We not procrastinating. And what if I just let YouTube say an idea? I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be able to go back and see my improvement. But I don't know where else I want to really go with this vid. This is really just an introspection with Ruchi and understanding who I am and just showing it to the world. Let me know if y'all like this type of content, because this is healing for me. and I could possibly be helping somebody else. So it always helps for me to do these type of videos and just get off of the charts and the technicals for a minute and really deep dive with you guys on a deeper level and just sharing my story. And I hope it inspires somebody. I hope it brings opportunities. It's just this mindset that when I put it into action, it always feels better than what I imagined. And that's when I know I found something good. And that's when I know when I found a good thing. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to all that stayed to the end of this video. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, man. Let me know if y'all like this type of content. It was some real game, real spill. Me just getting out my thoughts, and it could possibly help somebody out there. Just understand that who you are doesn't have to be a bad person. And just because other people may see you a certain way, don't mean that you take on that energy. Just because somebody doesn't agree with how you think, doesn't agree with how you move, that doesn't agree with how you live your life, it's not up to you to live your life for them. You live it for you. And so just take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Embrace who you are. Embrace the things that you've been through. Embrace your struggles. Embrace your hard times. And you fight through them. So when you make it to the other side, you know different than that billionaire, that millionaire that gets interviewed by that white dude with the blue eyes. They are just like us. So put in the work. Don't give up. Keep striving. It don't matter how long this journey takes for me, because I'm never going to give up. And everything that I've been through thus far that has led me here gives me even more the reason why I would never stop. Because stopping means you give up on yourself, you give up on your insides, you give up on your faith. You always keep going. You always find something new to attack. You always find something new to fulfill your heart. And you do your best to fulfill that for others in the ways that they may not be able to see. You understand? That's it for this video. Peace and blessings. Put God first. Keep grinding and growing. And I'm going to catch you all in the next video. Peace.